Now that we have looked back, we next want to look forward to see what later cases cite to our case. We will continue to use People v. Rivera on Westlaw. The Citing References tab contains all cases that cite to this case. All of these cases will be more recent than People v. Rivera. After you click on the Citing References tab, you can see that there are cases, secondary sources, and court documents that all cite to this case. We are going to focus only on cases for which there are currently 18 cases that cite to People v. Rivera. However, because cases include discussions of several issues, we can take a more targeted approach when using citing references. Let's return to the case itself by clicking on the tab for Documents. We can skim through the headnotes, which summarize the key legal points of the case. Remember that West headnotes are written by editors at West and are not a part of the opinion itself. However, they are valuable research tools for finding additional cases. If we skim through the headnotes, we see that Headnote 3 provides a nice summary of what would be considered a dwelling. We can click on the Cases that cite this headnote link to view other cases that cite to People v. Rivera and also address this legal point. It's a bit of a misnomer to say that the cases are citing a headnote, so you should think of these as cases that cite to People v. Rivera and addresses the point of law being summarized in the headnote rather than citing the headnote itself. These cases are a subset of all of the citing references that cite to People v. Rivera. Using this more targeted approach, you can efficiently find cases that address the issue you are researching. You have the option to search within the citing references using keywords and also can employ filters such as restricting by jurisdiction in the left sidebar to cut down on the number of results. On Lexis, the feature for the looking forward strategy is called Citing Decisions. Lexis also offers a more targeted approach for using the forward strategy like we saw on Westlaw. If we look at the LexisNexis headnotes, we see that under each headnote, there is an option to shepherdize narrow by this headnote. This is a similar feature to cases that cite this headnote that we saw on Westlaw.